Good morning. That sun is brutal this morning, isn't it? Well, it's probably better looking at my face, but that sun is bright. A little cool this morning. I think it's in the 50s. I don't think this weather knows what it wants to do. It's going to be, I think, 70 today, but this morning's a little cool. I got the weed all sprayed with fungicide this weekend. Got that done, switched over, sprayed 60, 70 acres of corn. It was late in the afternoon. Just figured I'd try it. We had the first 3 fields that we planted early are getting kind of tall, had grass in them because we had sprayed them really early, get the sprayer right. So the grass started to come back, so I went ahead and knocked that out. So I am here this morning at my tractor. I got deer coming down, Steve, to look at it. It has another code. When I was coming back across town from planting corn over there, it threw a emissions code or something, and we just spent like $8,000 or $10,000 last year getting all new EGR stuff on it and a whole bunch of stuff on it. So who knows what the hell's wrong with these things now. But he's coming down to look at it, and he's also coming down to look at the sprayer, because the sprayer and the inductor, it won't suck in. It will at first, but then as you go throughout the day, it doesn't, remember I changed the hose in the other video, but it's still, that's not the problem. So we don't know if it's the pump going bad, but it sprays good, but it just will not suck in. So there's got to be something somewhere wrong with it. So he's going to come down and look at that. I got to go spread 170 acres, so I don't know if I'm going to be here or not. But Steve's a good guy. He can figure it all out. And then, let's see here. Oh, I just installed a little... Let me flip you around. So I just put a desk in my tractor. This is nice for when I'm planting. And my book with the populations and... like the numbers of the seed and everything, I always throw them behind the seat, end up throwing them away. This way I can keep them up here and then just put them in my book when I'm done. But the sun's kind of bad, but it's got a nice pocket down there. It's got a nice top with rubber so nothing slides. I got my camera mounted. Just a real cheap addition. If you go through deer, they're twice as cheap as what it says on the Lankota website. I don't know why, but they are. But they are a very nice installment here. You can set whatever you want, and it's big. Like I guess the video, well, here's my hand. And look how much more room you actually have here. And if you got monitors or something, it comes with the bolts that fit through here, square heads, so you can mount your monitors. I got my camera mounted here. But it's 3 minutes, you got it up. You put one bolt in, it sits up on it, and you put the other bolt in, tighten it up, and then tighten the bolt that you had in the bottom up. I mean, no trouble at all. It's built good, heavy. I really like them. I mean, when I put one in my spreader, it was definitely a game changer for the paperwork. I really do like it. So eventually we'll get one in my brother's tractor. Now they make them for the R series, but they do make a bracket. So if you want it, like if we wanted to put it in, well, the 9200 won't work because it's got the power shift up here. But if you wanted to put it in an older model tractor, it actually comes with a bracket that pulls it out. So it'll sit up from this bin, because the older models don't have this screen up here. But they got a little bin that comes up, but they actually comes with a bracket so you can do that. But yeah, very, very happy. Got the monitor. I like everything right here at arm's reach. I don't want that to be reaching everywhere or reaching over. A lot of people, they got their monitors instead of there, they got them down here. But when you got your chair like this, you're kind of blocking it, and then you got to reach way down and push the buttons, because it actually sits down here. I like everything face, so you don't have to turn your head much. You can just look right at everything. Everything's right here, so I like it. So when I'm looking at my monitor, if I want to look at my camera, it's all right in the same angle. I like every cab set up the same. I got my spreader set up same, my sprayer same, try to keep we moved my brother's monitor up so it's the same. The articulated tractor, she's got her monitor, sits up in front of you. Kind of like everything the same. That way when you get in different pieces of equipment, you're not out of your zone. You're kind of like, everything's right there. So, I mean, some people probably don't care, but when you're in these things all the time, you want to, I don't know. I just like everything kind of the same, so you're not searching. That's what I mean. You're not searching for something. Everything's the same, so you kind of know where everything's at. But that's just my thought this morning. So as soon as he gets down here and figures out what's wrong with his tractor, we can get her hooked up to the bean planter over there. Got the corn planter all cleaned up, put away. Now I got to hook the 1631 bean planter up, but we're going to let him work on the tractor first and then the sprayer. So it's a Monday. I'm out here in a big cornfield, and it is looking good. This is Sea Consultant 104 day corn. Here, I'll show you. And it is looking good. Get out here in the main rows. Here's the end rows. It's really good. Of course, we got some deer chewing them off already. Look, you can see the daggone deer prints. So that's always great. Just coming back here to see if it needs to be sprayed, but I don't see but a little bit of grass coming in. I might wait a little bit longer on it, but looks really good. Look at that. I'm very pleased with this. This is one farm that I really wanted to get in early. We planted the home farm, a couple fields, and then I wanted to get this farm in early because it's really good ground. Then you can see where the sandhill starts and it goes over the ridge. There's a tree out in the middle of the field. There's a graveyard in there. And then there's a sandhill there. Then it goes back to good ground. There's a little sandhill. Well, it goes around the corner. But I wanted to get it in early so it can get up and get some of these early spring rains. And it's paying off so far. We'll see if we keep getting rains or calling for rains next several days. If you look, see that sand? That is a major just white beach sand. And look at the corn on it. It never looks that good, ever. That's the one thing I like about technology now. I can change my seed on the go. No more chains, sprockets, all that nonsense. I can adjust as I'm going through the field for productivity, I think is what you call it. They're saying, I'll show you this. This is the worst sand we have on any farm. This is that one right there. And as you can see, look at that corn. It looks really good. So we'll see if we can get some little rains here and there to kind of keep it. Then it'll really look good, pay off, but you never know. The problem we have is into July and August, you know, is when the beginning of August, middle of July, is when we stop getting rains. And that's where it kills our yield on places like that. But we'll see this year. Let's hope so. Let's keep our fingers crossed. It is bath day for her and her. Ugh, it's going to totally suck, but I'm doing it. Well, it's Wednesday. Got the spreader washed, got the combine washed, and then we had an inch of rain overnight. So, and they're calling for, I think, 3 or 4 days of light rain here and there, off and on. So, I got to get her in the shop. I let her sit outside and drip dry, but of course it's raining now. I got deer coming down. They got to put a sensor on my tractor for the EGR system or whatever the burn off system is. Sensor went bad. That's what the code was showing. So Steve's coming down, and the inductor is not working again on the sprayer. So while he's down here, he's going to work on that. I did pick up a pump for the sprayer, just in case he says that it's the pump going bad. Of course, it sprays good, but I don't know how all that internal stuff works. So we're going to, that way if he says it's the pump while he's here, we can put the pump on. I put one on before, it's not that difficult. Be a lot quicker with both of us hurried up and putting it on. I started spraying corn, so kind of need the sprayer. What else? We got to put new fins on her spinners in the back. I bought new ones. You'll see that in a later video. I got the stainless pieces this time. Bought the concaves for the inserts. What else? Service it. Just general stuff on her, and then she will be done. Get her ready for wheat, of course. We'll probably be cutting wheat in about a month, I guess. But the wheat looks really good. I got it all sprayed with fungicide. Everything is ready to go. So just waiting for him to get here. So like, subscribe, share. See y'all later.